you want success in life? Do you want to achieve your goals? Ouch. Welcome to Gloria's Goal Setting Seminar. Today we're talking about why you can't achieve your goals. You over there, why are you lying down? Go grab your pen and paper, and let's begin. Wow, I feel so serious wearing this suit. Okay, why is it that you can't achieve your goals? You set it, you want to go get it, but you just can't seem to get out of bed. Well, let's look at how you usually set your goals. I assume you would say something like, by this summer, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. And then summer rolls around, that 10 pounds is still on you. Not that I think there's anything wrong with it, but you didn't end up achieving your goal. This kind of goal is an outcome-based goal, which focuses on the result, but not on the process. There's actually a really interesting anatomy of it explained by James Clear, who is the author of Atomic Habits. He says there are essentially 3 layers when you're trying to make a change. The first layer is changing your outcomes. This level is all about changing the results. For example, setting goals like losing 10 pounds by this summer. The second layer is changing your process. This level is all about building systems to change your habits. For example, establishing a new routine to go to the gym. The third layer, which is the deepest layer, is changing your identity. This level is about changing your beliefs. For example, I believe I am the kind of person who goes to the gym consistently. If you focus on the outcome, but you're missing the belief and the actual process to get there, well, no wonder you're not achieving your goals. Setting goals is the easy part. Actually doing the work to achieve them is the hard part. Now the question becomes, how do you set your goals and actually achieve them? But before we jump into setting goals, I want to quickly mention you should first define your personal values and your mission in life. Otherwise, you might achieve your goals and then realize it's not what you truly want. Well then, that's really gonna suck. I talked about defining your values and your mission in my previous video, 6 steps to find direction when you feel lost in life. If you haven't watched it, well, go watch it. Just to quickly recap, I would suggest finding 5 words that could represent your personal values. These words should all mean something to you because they're going to help you write your life mission. Your life mission is kind of like a corporation's mission statement, except it's for you. It's defined as something that focuses on who you want to be and to do, and on the values or principles upon which being and doing are based. Once you know your values and mission, it'll be so much easier for you to set goals that truly align with who you are. When it comes to goal setting, James Clear says that you should forget about setting goals and set systems instead. Some people may read that and say, hell yeah, screw goals. But the thing is, he's not actually saying screw goals. He's saying goals could provide a direction, but having a system is what will actually help you achieve that goal, which I think is pretty fair. I don't think you can have one without the other. I don't know why I have this weird analogy in my head, but I would look at achieving your goal as making an egg sandwich. Your life mission is the bread at the bottom. The goal you dream of achieving is the egg in the middle. And the system you use to achieve that goal is the bread on top. Without the 2 pieces of bread, you're not going to get a sandwich. You get an egg. Oops, I just ate your dream. That was a nice excuse to have a lunch break. Anyways, I'm back. Personally, I like dividing goals into long-term goals and short-term goals. Long-term goals are kind of like the general direction, and the short-term goals are kind of like the systems for me to achieve those long-term goals. Like I just said, long-term goals are good for setting the direction, and I have to emphasize again, defining your personal values and life mission is crucial for setting clear long-term goals. Actually, I made a page on Notion just to remind myself of my values and mission. This is not sponsored by Notion, by the way. And based on my values and my life mission, I set my long-term goals in 4 different areas that I want to continually improve on in the next 5 years. For my long-term goals, I also made a page on Notion showing what they are. The 4 areas I want to focus on are career, relationship, physical health, and mental clarity. And under each one of these areas, I have 3 main goals that I want to achieve. Goals are very personal, so obviously the areas you want to focus on are completely up to you. Everything I wrote down matters a lot to me. These are the things that I know I cannot live without, and I'm willing to put all my focus on these areas and eliminate everything else. I think this is a good starting point. Just ask yourself, what can I not live without? We might want a lot of things, but there are only a few things we need for us to truly be happy. Think about that. Short-term goals are the process or the system. There's no more head in the clouds. We're now looking at what specific actions we can take in the next 1 to 3 months that can actually get us closer to our goals. Personally, I prefer planning things on a monthly basis. I don't want to plan things too far ahead because things could change and I want to remain flexible. On the same page on Notion, I have a section where I show what my short-term goals are for each month, and I have a specific goal for each of the 4 areas. Right now, I only have March planned out. Obviously, I'm going to keep updating it as time passes. Your short-term goals need to be specific and actionable. They can't be too difficult either. This is the key. If you want to actually achieve your goals, you don't want them to be too difficult to the point where you just give up. You need to find an equilibrium. In the wise words of Jordan Peterson, you need to make it difficult enough to push you forward, but also provide yourself with a reasonable probability of success. Depending on your life situation, you might not be able to focus on all the important areas at once, and that's totally okay. I think it's actually better if you focus on one thing at a time. There's this term called goal competition, which means all of your goals are actually competing with one another for your time and attention. If you set too many goals at once, you might not be able to make significant progress on any of them because your attention is diluted. A strategy I've learned is to find this one goal that can help you accomplish almost everything else. Let's take me as an example. I have 4 major areas that I want to focus on, which is still quite a lot. And then I thought, what is this one thing that I really need to focus on right now? I picked health, because girl is getting old. More specifically, I picked working out 3 times a week. So, first step, I walked straight into the gym and got myself a personal trainer because I knew the most important thing about achieving a goal is showing up. Now, even if I don't want to go to the gym, I have to. And as I continued to show up 3 times a week at the gym, I started eating healthy too because I didn't want all the hard work at the gym to go to waste. And as a bonus point, I documented my workouts and posted them online, which gave my content more variety as a content creator. And sportswear brands even started reaching out to collaborate with me. As you can see, focusing on this one goal as a starting point actually helped me achieve some other goals too. You might also be able to find a goal like that, but even if you don't, once you've made progress on one goal, you can always move on to the next, and the next, and the next. I know what you're thinking. Forget about goals. You just spent this whole time talking about setting goals and now you're telling me to forget about it? Like, what the fuck? Yep, I hear you. Here's the thing. Remember what I told you about identity, processes, and outcomes? A lot of people don't achieve their goals because they focus too much on the outcomes. If you believe in your new identity, commit to the processes on a daily basis, the outcomes will come. Or it might not. Either way, it's something outside of your control. That's why it's called an outcome. But what you can control is your belief and your processes. Just like how James Clear puts it, the idea here is to commit to your goal with the utmost conviction. Develop a clear, single-minded focus for where you're headed. Then, however, you do something strange. You release the desire to achieve a particular outcome and focus instead on the slow march forward. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Next week, we will talk about time management. Before you leave, please pick up the garbage around you. Yes, you over there, please pick up the water bottle or you're not coming back next week. I'll see you in the next seminar.